Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about Mixolydian mode. Mixolydian is the fifth mode of the major scale, and its formula is root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7 or minor 7th, and root note. So there's two reasons why you want to know the formula. Number one is so you can construct the mode from scratch. Number two is for your improvising and composing. So let's talk about building the mode from scratch. If we take the formula for Ionian or major, it's root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. So we can see that the differences in the scale lies in the 7th degree. So Mixolydian has a flat 7 or minor 7th, and Ionian does not. It just has a major 7th. So let's spell these two scales out. So Ionian in the key of C is going to give us the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. And C Mixolydian is going to give us C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, and C. So if we wanted to take Ionian and turn it into Mixolydian, we'd have to take this B here and we'd have to make it a B flat. And that's also where Mixolydian gets the flat 7 from, is if you compare the notes in Mixolydian to that of Ionian mode, you can see that in Ionian mode that B has a major 7th, and in Mixolydian we've got a minor 7th. So that's where we get that naturally occurring flat 7, because that can be a bit of a mystery for some people. You know, a lot of people ask, hey, where does that flat 7 come from? And it comes from doing a parallel comparison of C Mixolydian to C Ionian. So it's always about comparing things in parallel, not in series. So parallel just means both keys or both root notes are the same. Okay, when you're composing or improvising in Mixolydian, you're going to want to target that flat 7. The flat 7 is going to be your $1 million money note, and so is the major third. So that's just a really great combination, is the major third with the flat 7. Obviously, root notes are going to work and the fifth is going to work, but you'll get some great results off the major third and the flat 7. So, okay, let's talk about building the modal chord progression. So the big step is finding the parent major scale for C Mixolydian. So we know that Mixolydian is the fifth mode of the scale. We got to get back to 1. And the parent major scale is going to be F major. And its notes are going to be F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. It's very important that you get the key signature right, so you got to get the B flat in there, especially for the next step, which is to determine what the 1, 4, and 5 chords are. So just remember with your harmony and theory, when you're working with triads, that your 1, 4, and 5 chords are major, your 2, 3, and 6 chords are always minor, and your 7th chord is diminished. So the 1, 4, and 5 chords from F major are going to be F, B flat, and C. So here they are over here as well. Okay, the third step is to take the root note of the mode we want, which is C, and put it in the base of the 3 chords. So we're going to get F with C in the bass, B flat with C in the bass, and C with C in the bass, which is just good old C. What we have here are slash chords, not to be confused with the Guns N' Roses guy. And slash chords are a great way of playing a more complex chord in a simple manner. So the letter on the top left is your triad, and the letter on the bottom right is your bass note. That guy right here. So there's your triad here, F major, and C is going to be in the bass. You can visualize it really well on a keyboard, so just think of it like the right hand would be playing an F triad, so the notes F, A, and C, and the left hand would just be playing C in the bass. So the cool thing about slash chords is they're an easy way to create a more complex chord. If we were to name these chords with C root notes, we would have C major 6, sus4, which sounds like one of those chords you see in the Ted Green book, Chord Chemistry. The next chord, B flat over C, would give us C dominant 9, sus4, and then we would just have good old C for the last one. So pretty straight up there. So let's talk about our chord progression. Let's get an arrangement for this one. So I'm going to start off with C, and we're going to play that for one measure, and then B flat with C in the bass, one measure, F with C in the bass, and then back to B flat with C in the bass. And here's what the chords are going to look like. So here is our C chord, which is just an A form triad played in third position. We can bar across fret number 5 with the third finger. So the fingering is going to be 1, 3, 3, 3, and that'll be at fret 3 there with the first finger. This one here, pretty straight ahead. We're just going to bar that index finger across fret number 3 on the the A, D, G, and B string. Here's your root note for the B flat triad, and just first finger straight across. And F with C in the bass. Just think of a good old fashioned F chord. Yeah, just with C in the bass. Here's your root notes for your F, third fret, and the fingering will be 3, 4, 2, 1, 1. So let's hear what this sounds like. Okay, so when you're learning modes, what you want to try to do is use association. So that's where you've got other examples of songs that use the mode. So whenever you're learning something new, the brain works best when you can try to relate new information to something that you already know. And ear training can be pretty abstract. So having lots of examples of other songs in Mixolydian mode is going to be key. So some examples for me when I was learning Mixolydian mode was Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner, Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf, Freeway Jam, Jeff Beck, Surfing with the Alien, Joe Satriani, Ramble On, Led Zeppelin, and so I wrote a number as well called Blue Sweat. Another great way to think about Mixolydian mode is it's like a reverse 1-4-5, so it's just a 5-4-1. So instead of having that, you're going to have this. So taking care of business, which is, you know, a great example of that reverse 1-4-5 rock and roll sound. So anyways, good luck with Mixolydian. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and best of luck with Mixolydian Mode. Go write some great stuff with it, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.